What's up, guys? I'm back. I'm back here in a video today. Okay, folks. So, I'm back here in a video today, obviously. So, right now, I'm gonna be doing an album review for some metal music, and. Folks. So, folks, the band I got here is, Cryptopsy and stuff, and the album I got here is of the legendary album Non So Vile and stuff like just folks. And let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Okay, so obviously with Cryptopsy here, they're from Canadian death metal band and folks from Montreal. That's what I'm reading here and folks. And obviously with this legendary album, this was what I'm looking at here. This is the second album, released 1996 and stuff, and folks. That's what I'm looking at here, and Dios, screw. Screw. So, folks, I'm trying to find band members that played on this album. And what I'm looking at here is the vocalist. His name is Lord Worm. And I'm simply not gonna ask, like, folks. That's the guy on the vocals. For the guitar players, we got John Lavassier or something. And then, for the other guitar player, we got, Eric Langlos or something. I could totally be botching those names, which I probably am. I most likely am, but I'm gonna move on. And this Eric guy is also plays the bass on this album too. And the drummer is Flo Mornier. I'm probably botching these names, like I most likely am, but I'm gonna move on. Like, just folks. So, from what I'm looking at here, on the track list, there's a total of 8 tracks on here. Or, like, 8 songs, whatever. Songs, tracks. To me, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go with tracks, because, like, I'm so used to it, like, rap music. Like, folks. Like, rap music. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna call them tracks, just to make it easier on myself. Like, cause like rap music and stuff. Like, I'm gonna move on and stuff. Like, just folks. Basically, there's 8 tracks on here, and what I'm looking at with the album length is 32 minutes long. Like the whole thing, and folks. This is real. So, folks, folks, now it's time for my thoughts on an album and what I thought of it. Okay, so now it's time for the music style and what I noticed. So, one thing I noticed is lots of fast playing. Like, there was lots of fast playing on here. Like, just folks. Like, there was lots of fast playing with the plane, just everything. Like, and also a good amount of groove parts to break up the fast playing and stuff. Cause like, if this album was only fast playing, that'd get boring real fast. Like, folks. Like, obviously, like, folks. So they had the fast playing mixed up with the groove parts, and some of the groove parts they had, like with the slowed down tempo, kind of reminds me of like breakdowns and stuff, like some examples of what I'm talking about. In songs like Dead and Dripping, in the middle part, like some of these songs, like I'm talking about like in the middle of some of these songs, they have like slowed down breakdown kind of parts. And if you guys have listened to this album, you guys know what I'm trying to say and stuff. And bueno, folks. And another thing I noticed is that the bass playing, it was heavily active in the mix. And bueno, folks. And that Eric guy that's playing the bass on this album, like, he went off. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I don't know how he was able to I don't know how he's able to play all of that. Like in terms of the playing, like, I don't know if he was when they were recording this album. I don't know if Eric was playing with his fingers or with a pick. Like, I'm not gonna lie, using a pick, especially with fast playing like this on the bass, would be kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm gonna move on. Like, just bueno, folks. But overall, lots of fast playing mixed up with groove parts, and also some breakdown parts too. That's basically how I can best describe the music style on this album. And bueno, folks. Dios, just grill. So, folks, I'm trying to find other websites to look at, but I can't really find much. And one thing I forgot to talk about is the guy on the vocals. The guy named Lordworm and stuff. I'm not gonna ask why that's his name, but whatever. One thing I noticed is that, like, you can't even hear what he's saying. Like, to me, it's just, I don't even know what he's saying. And, bueno, folks. Do I care? No. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, bueno, folks. But, like, to me, it doesn't really matter and stuff. Like, just bueno, folks. And this album is not for the casual listener. Obviously, like, bueno, folks. Like, if someone were to get into metal, I would recommend not showing this album to that person. Like, it's just, in fact, any death metal, if someone were starting to metal, I would just not recommend or stuff and stuff. Or like any of the extreme metal genres, like black metal and some of this other stuff. I would not recommend extreme metal for a casual listener trying to get into metal, because, like, bueno, folks. But anyways, some of my favorite tracks on this album are Crown of Horns. We also got Phobophile, and that's it for some of my favorite tracks. But overall, legendary album from start to finish. And right now is basically when I'm going to be ending today's video off. Like, I'm not going to go any further. I'm simply not. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And peace out, everybody.